So we're starting to see a little momentum on our YouTube channel, which we are so excited about. Thank you to everybody who subscribed this week. We're up like 60 subscribers this week. Now, I am not a crazy successful YouTuber. I don't do it full time. I do it when I can. I do it to share. And I do it because it's part of the creative process. You know, it's part of being able to use our cameras creatively and learn all the different things. And if I'm gonna go out and do tests, I might as well share it with everyone else, right? Another nor'easter, can you believe this? Oh my gosh, I did not want to go out in this. So we're really digging the whole YouTube thing, and we are on a mission to continue it. We're on a mission to grow it, and we really appreciate you. If you do hit the subscribe button and the like button down below, because it does help us know that, hey, what we're doing is making a difference for somebody out there. Whether it's entertainment value or not, who the hell knows? So my wife is doing a portrait session this afternoon. Her client will be here in about an hour, and she's asked me to assist her and be kind of her lighting grip, if you will. And so I've talked with her a little bit about it, and she wants to light it with continuous light instead of strobe, which is a fine idea. And so what I'm going to employ for her are a couple of different light sources, but our main light source is going to be a Profoto HMI.
We as human beings are pieces of art, and myself as an artist is here to tell your story.
I love C-stands, but this stand allows me to lower one leg, which means I can set it on a hill and it still be level. So I think I'm gonna take this stand instead, even though it's a little lightweight. What are you gonna do? Do you have a choice? No, you don't. Hey, check that out. This thing, I did not realize that. You can actually set up this gimbal to do tilts that way. Oh, isn't that cool? So it's just kind of cool that it gives us a way to share what we figure out with the rest of the world. And if that helps somebody along the way, then fantastic. So you turn the joystick and it will tilt to a 45. Ah, that must be that POV mode. Hey, that's pretty cool. I like that. I could use that creatively. It consists of a ballast and a head. And what the ballast does is if we're working on a motion picture set, it allows us to have flicker-free lighting even though we're creating an immense amount of light. Now this is an 800 watt Profoto HMI unit, but in terms of lumens, the cool part about HMIs is it puts out dramatically more light than you would think an 800 watt light would. We love doing YouTube because it allows you to learn your cameras and techniques on a deeper level because you're using them all the time. And it also allows you to share with the world what's going on. It allows you to capture your life. And if you don't tell your own story, who's going to?
Nice tall back. Mm-hmm. And when you have a seat, cross your legs, and instead of sitting so much on your bottom, sit more on your hip. Yeah, so that leg falls completely down, and that way you can kind of arch your back just a tiny bit.
Yes.
And your chin's gonna go back towards the lighting up here.
The other cool part about it is it also, with the Pro Photo units, have a dial back here, so I can turn this all the way down to half power in little increments, down to a 400 watt HMI instead, or all the way up to 800. I can even control it from camera how bright it is via the Pro Photo Air remote. So I love that, because if we get it up high in the air or something like that, I don't have to bring the light down to change how powerful the lighting is. I can do it right from the camera. I found a little time this evening to do some painting and kind of take this painting forward, and Jennifer is actually focused late night tonight on the accounting and making sure the taxes are going to get paid and all those things. There's the downside of being an entrepreneur, is we have to do those things as well.
Watch my hands still just a tiny bit, and now chin over towards that light. Yep, eyes right up towards that light now. That's beautiful. This slightly video. You know it. Great. Eyes right to me. Perfect.
So I'm just kind of taking some time to paint here, and I will say though that she got crazy in the creative zone this week. She started producing some photo shoots, and she's got this vision for a series of photo shoots that she wants to do, and it's based around different art periods. And her initial one was based around the Renaissance period, and it's a period when, you know, paintings and art started to shift away from being extremely religious, and we started to see portraits of everyday people come into life.
One of the most fantastic things about the Lumix camera systems is the newest systems have incredible face detection. And it was amazing at how great and how accurate everything was, just tack sharp.
So with that said, that's kind of what she liked about it, what I like about it as well, because, you know, we in our portrait business, our photography business, we love showing people just how beautiful they are and bringing their inner beauty outward. And so portraits of everyday people, but in a very meaningful way, is really what a lot of our work is all about. So Jennifer mentioned that she may want to have an option to have warm light inside and cold light pouring through the windows outside, so she can have a contrast of warm and cold light. I don't know how that's going to look. We're going to find out, but in theory it does sound beautiful. So inside I'm going to set up a Pro Photo Pro Air tungsten. Now this is a tungsten light. It's 1,000 watts. Again, we can turn it down all the way to 10%. So you can go anywhere from 100 watts to 1,000 watts just by turning the dial or from controlling it on camera. And so between these two light sources, we should be able to do most of what we want to do. The problem with painting this big is all the little lines. And about the time you draw one straight, you draw one crooked, and you have to redo the whole thing.
This type of portrait session is definitely different than your average just take a bunch of photographs. It's really well calculated, it's very thought out, and utilizing so many different elements, from placement of flowers, candles, the lighting. And I decided to utilize a continuous light source. And when I did that, it allowed me as the artist to see where the light was falling. And I think as the person in the photograph, it allowed them to understand where the light was coming from.
And the one thing I'll say about Jennifer is that she doesn't just create portrait sessions where she takes a ton of pictures and there's nothing to it, no theme. She loves to put themes to it and put every detail into it and light candles and bring in floral and fix hair and makeup and dress and the whole works, the whole 9 yards. And so she's more of a proactive thinker when it comes to her portraits, and it's why a lot of clients come to us, because our work is not just, oh yeah, come on down, let's take some pictures of you, whatever you're wearing. It's how can we make this really special for you and for our clients, and that resonates with people.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. This is beautiful. Well, I can't wait to finish them up and then share them with you when they're really done.